G'day and welcome. Hopefully you can hear me on this. It's always a trick to get this heard. There we go, you can hear me. So welcome to the Hypto Cryptocurrency Review. And over the last few days, we've seen quite a bit of a change in the way things are run. In the past, we've seen Roger Ver, Bitcoin Jesus, they call him, and his Chinese mining compatriot in Bitcoin Cash create a run on Bitcoin Cash and a bear run on Bitcoin itself. What we've also seen recently is Coinbase has attached itself to Bitcoin Cash and started trading it for a small period of time. And what we're seeing is a huge run up in Bitcoin Cash. You can turn me off and I'll put on the screen here so you can see this. So we've seen this big run up in crypto in a lot of the cryptos. One thing we don't know, and the press is not really focusing on, is the fact that a lot of Coinbase users have been locked out of selling their Bitcoin Cash. So while Bitcoin Cash has run up some 140%, in fact, it was supposed to be trading in Coinbase at $8,000, up some ridiculous amount because it was trading around about $2,300 when the announcement was first made that it would come on to Bitcoin Cash. In fact, there's some talk of the fact that some employees were insider trading this knowledge. So Bitcoin Cash starts being accepted on Coinbase, and then it's shut down. It's going to be restarted, or it restarted this morning US time, early in the morning US time, around 9 a.m. And this is a two-edged sword. Why? Simply because on the one hand, it allows dumb Americans who like to buy at silly prices in Coinbase, as they have in the past, and sometimes paying up to $2,000 per Bitcoin extra over and above other exchanges. But more importantly, those people who were owning Bitcoin as at the 1st of August 2017, when Bitcoin Cash forked off from Bitcoin, those people can now actually sell their Bitcoin Cash. And the programming faults in Coinbase added to this. They wouldn't allow you access to your own Bitcoin Cash, which you were entitled to as at that fork if you owned it at that time. So while we've seen some buying opportunities, it may see also some selling opportunities. Another thing, the owner in Litecoin, who created Litecoin, has just said that he's sold out. This is giving me some warning signs about the crypto space in general. It's had a very good run, and it's probably due for a little bit of correction. So let's have a look at some of these charts today. New line. The last decent correction in Bitcoin lasted 3 days. So far, this correction has gone a bit further. Now, you'll remember that I was saying I thought that Bitcoin was coming into a buy zone yesterday, but to hold off buying because it was falling. And this was early in the morning. I was saying to hold off buying. And then around that 15,000 area, I think it was into the right zone, new line. One thing that's concerning me is this rising volume. So at the moment, I'm saying to you, be cautious about buying Bitcoin now. we want to see some strength. Now, what we're seeing here is a bit of a triangle, which would indicate that it potentially can go lower. So there's no need to buy shorter term. You may get $15,000 new line. Bitcoin Cash has had a very good run, and it's now experiencing some overlap. It went up above $4,000. Now, this is not Coinbase Bitcoin Cash, where it's traded at $8,000 apparently. It's come into some support, and at the moment, we have to decide whether Bitcoin Cash is the new replacement for Bitcoin. And in the past, they've tried it, and it hasn't worked. Now, admittedly, it really does seem to be something that is faster to make payments, but it's not the store of value everybody is setting on it that we know about yet. New line. The chart that you are looking at right now is Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin. And it's behaving pretty well the same as Bitcoin Cash itself. We have some overlap. We've seen a pullback. And so we might expect this up to around about 24 cents. You will notice that I said the other day that 18 cents or 0.18 ratio per Bitcoin to a Bitcoin Cash was the target area originally. And you'll notice that it found support around that 18 cents area. So we would probably expect it to go up to around about 24 or 25 cents or Bitcoin, 0.25 Bitcoin. The ugly stepsister of forks, the Cinderella of forks, is Bitcoin Gold. And it has had a pretty good time of it, but it's also suffering a little bit from an attempted overlap, and a breakdown below 386 would not be good. Dash. Now, Dash has a little bit of a descending triangle to it. It's had a good move up, and it's had a wild range. At the moment, I would expect more range trading on this. EOS versus USD. This has been one of my liked babies. EOS USD. It's also forming a bit of a triangle, having a bit of a tail down to $10. I still like this expected triangle and confused trading. Ethereum. We can see that it also had a very good run, and volume has been good. It's been pulling back on decreasing volume. So if you are long Ethereum, have a stop loss below $700. It's okay. IoT USD, IOTA, will notice that it has a double top, that it's not broken through. If it breaks through $6, go with it. It will have a strong move up, probably up towards about $7 or maybe even $10. Stop loss would be below $4.51. LTC USD, Litecoin. The inventor of Litecoin has sold out of this, and it's looking quite a little bit ordinary at the moment. There's an overlap, and it may want to have one more push higher to about $400 before it falls away. down to about $200, as I was saying yesterday. NEO USD. This looks well positioned. It's had a washout. If you're buying this, stop loss is below $55. If you want a conservative buy a break above $80. This will be targeting towards $100 in its normal state, new line. POWR, Power Ledger, Bitcoin, BTC. This is breaking out, and this is a buy. We want to see some bit more volume coming up, but I've given you targets previously. The stop loss would be at 0.0000614. This looks like it's going for a run. XRP USD, Ripple. Now, Ripple also in a big kind of triangle. Generally, these triangles project higher, and it would be at least to 90 cents, but more likely towards $1.20 for Ripple on a break above 80 cents the next time. Stop loss below 54 cents or even 60 cents. And the most solid one we can see is Zcash. It's walking up on very good volume. Stop loss should be at $480. And you would think about $1,000 on this. XVG, USD, Verge. And since we were asked about this by Miller, thank you for this one. It's been booming. If you've got it, you can raise your stop loss up to 9 cents and keep on going along for the ride. A quick look at We have a quick look at the Australian dollar versus Bitcoin. This is worrying me. As it has some overlap, we can see an irregular correction, irregular B wave. And so this would be a C wave. At the moment, we might expect this down to probably into the $19,000 to $20,000 area. XRP USD, Ripple. XRP AUD, I mean, Ripple against the Aussie dollar. We can see Ripple is moving along. It's getting a bit of support against the Aussie, so some volume is moving into this. Currently, I feel it's basing, looking for another push higher towards probably about $1.60 or $1.80 again. Okay, that's me from David Hunt at profithunters.com.au, and I love to see you asking me questions during the day through the Profit Hunters group, and keep on trading and have fun. Just expect a little bit less excitement out of the cryptos. You're going to have to pick the ones that you're in. It's not going to be a whole complex moving. We're going to probably going through a period of consolidation and congestion at the moment in the majors, and confusion, because there's going to be a battle between really what's the best payment system versus what's the best investment system, and where to put your money where it is safe. We have seen the volatility drop in Bitcoin since the introduction of futures on the CME and CBOT, as I predicted. This should happen a bit more. Institutions will start to accept it. There may be a late run up in Bitcoin. It's slowing down in terms of volatility. We can't expect the same sort of trading in Bitcoin as we've seen before. Have a great day, enjoy, or have a great night wherever you are, and send me your questions in on profithunters.com.au. See you later. Bye.